Look, I don't care what anyone says. I'm going untucked this week. As long as CeeDee Lamb is getting fined for being untucked, I'm standing in solidarity with him. I'm not tucking in. Wait, what's this? Am I getting fined by the CW? This says they're taking a finger. Like they're going to take my finger? Hello and welcome to Sports and Such. I'm your host, Kevin Turner. Let's get into the top stories of the week. The Cowboys got back to their September and October vibes by destroying the Falcons last week by a score of 43-3. You know, the game was so much of a blowout that the starters spent the fourth quarter in the locker room watching the Red Zone channel. And I'm not sure who had a worse week, the Falcons or Jake Gyllenhaal. Like, if there's anything I learned after the past week, it's that I have way too many pullovers for a guy living in a warm climate state. You don't want to face the Cowboys a week after they've been blown out, and you just don't break Taylor Swift's heart. That's a line you don't want to cross. She will put you on blast years later, and she will activate the Swifties. And the Swifties are relentless. They will not rest until they draw blood. And I mean by sheer numbers, Taylor Swift's fans are the most powerful military on earth. And can you blame them? If I'm to believe the rumors that Taylor basically telegraphed last week, Jake Gyllenhaal broke up with her when she was 21 because she was too young for him, but now he's 40, dating a 25-year-old? It just confirms two things that we always thought to be true. Maggie is the best Gyllenhaal. And again, you do not cross Taylor. That's a losing battle every time. That's like choosing to play for the Detroit Lions. Even actual Lions fans can't even bear to watch him play. Cowboys coach Mike McCarthy has started to win over some of the fan base as Dallas continues to be one of the best teams in the league. After sleepwalking against Denver, the Cowboys needed some motivation, and their fearless leader came to the rescue with a big motivational Monday.
McCarthy actually had staff going around the locker room and handing out monkey butt. What is monkey butt? I'm glad you asked. It is an anti-chafing powder. It's got a variety of different uses. For instance, if you're sore from, I don't know, getting your butt kicked like they did last week, get yourself some monkey butt. Well, the Cowboys players got a kick out of that.
Monkey butt? So I'm to believe that these professional athletes needed to think about a monkey and estrus in order to come out and play their best? Look, Mike, I want to give you credit, dude. I mean, it's been weeks since we've talked about your poor timeout usage or your questionable clock management. Instead, we've been talking about the locker room culture and the team's aggressive style of play. Just when you earn yourself some leeway, you run to Tom Pelissero of the NFL Network and you tell him about monkey butt, the same way you told him about smashing watermelons last season. What other NFL coach is telling people about his team's motivational mechanisms? There's not a single one. That person doesn't exist. But I guess as long as you're winning and you can make Stephen Jones laugh, it doesn't really matter. Trayvon Diggs nabbed his 8th interception of the year. That means he's only one away from a free hoagie. CeeDee Lamb recently spoke out about his fines in relation to Packers quarterback Aaron Rodgers. Rodgers was fined $14,000 for lying about his vaccination status, and Lamb was fined $15,000 for his most recent untucked shirt episode. Let's set aside the fact that Lamb constantly is getting fined for something that he can very easily fix. I mean, it's pretty silly. Just tuck your shirt in. If you told me I could buy a nice starter car by simply tucking in my shirt, I might tuck in. But Rodgers' fine is just as easily fixed. Both of them are very easy things to do, but with very different outcomes. With CD, at worst, we just see his belly. With Aaron Rodgers, we all have to actually see who he really is. And I'll be honest, I was surprised State Farm said they were going to keep Aaron Rodgers on as a spokesperson. Nice going, State Farm. Pretty soon you're going to be offering the Rittenhouse rate. And Luke Skywalker himself took a shot at Aaron Rodgers on Twitter since Aaron went all Alex Jones the other day. I fully believe Aaron Rodgers does not care what most people think or say about him, but that one, Mark Hamill, that's got to hurt. Your childhood hero basically called you an idiot, and that's the same guy who made out with his sister in a trash chute. Taking a look at the NFC, one of the Cowboys' biggest competitors is the Los Angeles Rams. They lost wide receiver Robert Woods for the season, but they signed Odell Beckham Jr., which makes sense because all the worst people in the world try to make it big in Hollywood. Former NFL head coach and Hooters regular John Gruden is suing the league and Commissioner Roger Goodell. The lawsuit alleges that the league selectively leaked Gruden's private information in order to force him out of his job. Gruden felt the league was unfair and unjust, and Gruden said, quote, "I'm ready to fight for what's right, but no chick lawyers, though." Russell Wilson returned to the Seahawks last week after an NFL Network report said that he'd been spending 19 hours a day rehabbing his injured finger. Yeah, I'm not buying it. I mean, the man's got kids, he's married to Sierra, and he sells his own football-shaped bread, but he's spending 19 hours a day rehabbing an injured finger. I mean, based on the early returns, he needed a 5-hour energy to make it a full 24 hours because he was really bad last week against the Packers. Threw multiple interceptions, and he was shut out for the first time in his career. I guess I shouldn't be surprised considering who did the surgery on his finger, though.
And the Brown Hand Center will care for you just as I care for my own family.
Daddy's baby girl.
Holy cow, that's creepy. After a tough loss to the football team, that sounds dumb, Tom Brady bolted from his post-game press conference after only 1 minute. His wife Giselle said it's actually quite common and it happens to a lot of guys. Got him. Got Tom. Got him. Oh, speaking of Tom Brady, there's more. Speaking of Tom Brady, ESPN Plus just released a 10-part sprawling Tom Brady documentary series called Man in the Arena. And you can count me all the way out on that. Tom Brady is turning into the family member who comes over for the family Thanksgiving but overstays his welcome, and then you have to come up with creative ways to make him realize it's time to go home. Oh, it has been a day. Hey, I got a lot to do tomorrow. Still not getting it? Go away. I think you should leave, Tom. Go away. From the old Patriots quarterback to the new one, rookie Mac Jones says his go-to pregame meal is steak, eggs, and spaghetti. It's not exactly the TB12 way, but it kind of checks out when you look at him. And lastly, People magazine announced their Sexiest Man of the Year award, handing it to the very charming Paul Rudd. Meanwhile, here at the CW, the Sexiest Man of the Year award went to Frank. Yeah, I don't really know what he does around here, but he seems happy to accept this award. Way to go, Frank. Don't go anywhere. Our Thanksgiving correspondent joins us next with some keys to the game for your Thanksgiving dinner. That's next on Sports and Such. Hello and welcome back to Sports and Such. As you know, the holiday season is already upon us. Time sure seems to fly as you can smell the pumpkin spice lattes brewing on a crisp 79-degree day. I've personally always found Thanksgiving to require a little more maintenance than Christmas. You've got the nerve-wracking task of bringing food while also scheduling out your day around football while making it seem like you really care about your family. And to help us focus in on the Thanksgiving holiday with ideas for your Thanksgiving feast, it's time to check in with our Thanksgiving correspondent, Jesse Cubinet. Happy Thanksgiving, Jesse.
Hey, thanks, Kevin. Happy Thanksgiving to you, too.
I understand you have a few items that every Thanksgiving dinner should have.
That's right, Kevin. What I have today works great for any traditional Thanksgiving or Friendsgiving occasion. And Kevin, if you aren't familiar, Friendsgivings are a way to cram even more obligations into an already packed and stressful holiday schedule.
Oh, tell me about it. I know I have like 3 Friendsgivings this week. It's exhausting.
I know. What an inconvenience.
So what do you got for me here?
We all know every Thanksgiving meal is filled with its staples, your stuffings, your green bean casseroles, and your what have you. And that's why I never show up at any function without one Sapporo beer.
Wait, what?
Japanese Sapporo beer.
Isn't that the beer that you get at the sushi place?
I mean, yes, some people drink it with sushi. That's correct.
No, that's cool, man. I've just never seen it outside of a sushi place. You only see it at the sushi place, I guess.
You know, it's a normal beer, Kevin. You can buy it.
No, I believe you. I just thought you might have a casserole or something. You know, something Thanksgiving-ish.
Kevin, you can drink this anywhere. It's not like there's a rule.
Like Thanksgiving rules?
No, just like rules. It's just like a beer. You can drink it wherever you want. It's not like there's rules against it.
Well, I love stuffing on Thanksgiving. That's my favorite side dish. Do you have any favorite Thanksgiving dishes? Maybe a recipe?
Look, I want to drive this home. I bought this at a normal store. It was with other beer. It wasn't anywhere near fish.
No, hey, I believe you, dude. It's not something I would think to bring to Thanksgiving, though. Like maybe a red wine or something like that.
Look, forget your traditions, man. There's not a rule. Like, I don't know what you're not getting about this. You can drink this whenever or wherever you want. And like, say your friends invite you over to watch football, friends that you've known since you were like in 4th grade, and you bring some Sapporo beers and they're like, why are you bringing that here? We're just trying to hang out and watch football. And then they make you drink it in the bathroom. That's like a weird rule. Like, there shouldn't be rules.
No one said there are rules. I've just only had one of those at a sushi restaurant. That's all I'm saying.
Okay. Do you drink this with sushi? Yes. Can you drink it with chips? Yes. Can you drink it at the movies? Also, yes.
So you bring tall boys of Sapporo Japanese beer with you to the movies?
Yes, Kevin. Why are you being so obtuse? There's not a rule against that.
I feel like for a traditional movie theater, there might be a rule against that.
Kevin, this beer is where East meets West.
Jesse, that sounds like a slogan from their website.
That's only because that's exactly where I got it from, Kevin.
Look, we got to go to commercial. Do you have anything for, I don't know, like a dessert or something like that, maybe?
Yes, finally. Thank you for asking. One Asahi beer pairs perfectly with exactly one full pie.
Does it come in like a 6-pack or just walk in with one huge can like that? And what's everyone else drinking?
I don't know what you're not getting about this. This, much like this, you can buy at a regular store. Any store that has beer will have both of these. Are they loose? Yes. Do you have to buy one at a time? Yes.
Yeah, I feel like you're just going to draw a family member off sides if they're drinking a normal domestic drink and you walk in with that huge thing.
And listen, if your family makes you drink these in the bathroom, that's on them. You need new family, just like I need new friends.
I don't understand why they make you go to the bathroom to drink that.
They just don't want to be around it. No one gets it. No one gets how good these beers are. Like right now, close your eyes. Go to your favorite sushi restaurant, order your favorite sushi, and have a Sapporo beer. It's delicious, is it not? Now, close your eyes again, remove the environment, remove the fish, and have the beer. It's just as good.
I guess it all kind of makes sense now.
Thank you, Kevin. Happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving to you too, Jesse. There he goes, our Thanksgiving correspondent, Jesse Cubinet. Don't go anywhere. Reggie is next on Sports and Such.
What's happening, everybody? Reginald Datatula here, and I was gonna talk to you, the people, but it's a little rainy and dreary, and y'all ain't outside. So you know what? Let's make it about me. Ask Reggie, part 2. There's a lot. Oh, I actually have to rip this open. Good God. Who was your favorite sports figure growing up? This is tough because I'm really bad at favorites. I need really specific barometer or parameters, or else I'll ramble for a while. So this might take a while, but I really liked Reggie Miller just because we had the same name, and I liked basketball, so that's one. Kelvin Cato was a really good Houston Rocket, and I grew up in Houston, so that's one as well. Jerry Rice, incredible wide receiver. My mom always talked big about him, and my mom is probably my greatest sports influence. So like, she liked Jerry Rice, he was good at wide receiver. I wanted to play wide receiver, so I wanted to be Jerry Rice. Great dude. What's your karaoke song go-to? Follow up, will you sing it? I guess my go-to is You Don't Have to Call by Usher, or Usher, as I like to call him. I don't know that, I feel like there are better songs or other songs, but that's the one that I immediately think of because I think that's the last one I did fairly well, I might add. Do we actually want me to sing You Don't Have to Call by Usher? Is that what we want to do here? But I don't have like the music, so, nor do I have the words, mind you. That would be very helpful. I mean, what kind of karaoke is it without it? Situations will arise in your life, but you gotta be smart about it. All right, what is your motto? I feel like there's a few of them. One is stolen from a friend of mine. There's only one rule, it just has to work. That's one. Another stolen from my mom. What's worth doing is worth doing well. Celebrations with the guys. I sacrificed because I knew you could not sleep without me. What's an NFT? Something that sounds a lot like a scam. Like, I'm sure it's not, but it does sound a lot like a scam. Here's this thing that like exists in the space, and this non-fungible token, which is what it actually means that you own it. Except like, it's not tangible. And I like to operate with like tangible stuff that you can touch, feel. It just all feels very scam-like to me. I might just not be smart. I've come to terms with that, but it feels scam-like. Don't try and explain this to me, by the way. Don't tweet me, don't at me. I don't actually want to know more about this. Don't take me and my feeling that this is a scam as a cry for you to inform me. No, I've got Google. It's fine. Meanwhile, I love you. What are 3 words that best describe you? As you might have been able to tell throughout this entire endeavor, limits, not great with limits and keeping things brief and tidy. I hope funny. I hope empathetic. And very, very handsome. You're my girl. You see, I thought the world of you. All right. Who is the best famous Chris? The correct answer is Christopher Wallace, Notorious B.I.G. Best Chris. You don't have to call. It's okay, girl. 'Cause I'm gonna be all right tonight. All right, this is too much. It's too much. I've done too much today. All right, so there you go. That was part 2 of Ask Reggie. There you go. Shoot your shot. That should have been the motto. Shoot. Anyways, I'm Reginald Atatula, and this has been Streets and Such.
All right, we've reached the game show portion of Sports and Such, the grand finale, if you will, before you tune into what's next on the CW. Joining us now is someone who I work with every day on the Ben and Skin Show, 2 to 5 p.m. on 97.1 The Eagle. It's Christina Ray, and from the NFL on Fox, he's actually one of my favorite people on earth. It's Dean Blandino.
Thank you, KT. Hi, Christina. You sure you want to say that, KT? That I'm one of your favorite people? Are you sure?
I think that if people got 10 minutes with you and they could put all emotions aside, they would walk away from a conversation with you and go, man, that's a really nice guy.
I appreciate that. So see, give me a chance, people. 10 minutes. That's all I ask.
Just 10 minutes. We're actually going to do less than that, Dean. We're going to do 3 minutes on this game show.
Oh, right? Okay. All right.
Now, we will start with Christina because, okay, the old adage, ladies first. The first question is worth 1 point. The answers are all going to be years. All right. So we'll do the higher lower game. And I'll start with Christina for 1 point. What year was Facebook founded?
Oh, I'm going to say 2000.
It's higher than the year 2000. Okay. Over to Dean.
I'm going to say 2003.
Higher than 03. Over to Christina.
That's because it's 05, Kevin.
Lower than 2005.
Okay, so wait. I think I didn't major in math, but I think I got this. It's higher than 2003, lower than 2005. I'm going to go with 2004, final answer.
Correct. 1 point for Dean. And Christina's dog, Hendrix, is pissed.
I know.
Hendrix knew it. Hendrix was like, come on.
He did. He was ashamed of me and went over there. I was like, I can't believe he said that.
Didn't you watch The Social Network? For 2 points, we'll go over to Dean this time. Because our show is called Sports and Such, I did have to throw in one sports question into the game show. For 2 points, what year did the Cowboys begin having a Thanksgiving Day halftime show?
Oh, man. 1986?
It's higher than 1986. Christina?
Okay. 89.
It's higher than 89.
Okay.
I'm going to go one of the Super Bowl, 93.
Higher than 1993.
Okay.
95.
Higher than 1995.
Jeez. 99?
Lower than 1999.
Okay.
Okay.
Now
I need a pen
getting
and paper
somewhere.
here. Okay.
Now we're getting somewhere.
97.
Correct. 2 points for Christina.
Nice.
1997. 2 points for Christina. 1 point for Dean.
Okay.
We are now to the final question for the championship, the 3-pointer. Okay. We'll start with you, Christina.
All right.
What year did Steve Harvey begin hosting The Family Feud?
2013?
Lower.
Okay.
Okay. I'm gonna 2008.
Higher.
Okay. We got
Right.
we got the window now.
Yeah. 2010. Did you not hear me? 2010.
He's frozen. What?
Is that it?
Are you wearing pants?
Did I just
I am not wearing pants, but 2010 is correct. Christina
Yes!
gets the win.
Oh man,
Hendrix, we
she
did it.
nailed it.
We did it!
Totally wearing shorts. You got me. Christina and Hendrix get the win.
We won. He is so excited.
What do
about
they
this,
What do they
guys.
win? And what's my consolation prize?
Christina will win a brand new guitar to add to her guitar rack.
Okay.
Oh, nice.
Clearly, I need another one.
Yeah, I
And
can
for,
see that.
and for you, Dean, you'll join the losers bracket in season 2 of Sports and Such.
All right, I'm excited.
Double
Good
elimination.
competition, Dean. Thank you.
You're tough. You got it. I can't. You nailed it. That 2010.
What would be your category of choice on Jeopardy, Dean?
You know, I think 19th century literature. That's another one of my hobbies.
I don't believe you. Christina's would be.
Hemingway,
You
does
know,
that
my
count?
day. I'll read some 19th century literature and then watch Reba reruns.
Yeah. Christina's would
Well-rounded
be.
guy.
Christina's would be Led Zeppelin. Dean, thank you so much. We'll be watching you on Saturdays and Sundays in the fall. And Christina, I'll see you on Monday at work, 2 to 5 on
All
the
right.
Ben Show.
Thanks,
Can't wait. I'll
KT.
see you then.
Congratulations, Christina.
Thank you, Dean.
Bye. Love you both.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
All right, that does it for this week's Thanksgiving special episode of Sports and Such. Thank you to our guest this week, Christina Ray from the Ben and Skin Show on 97.1 The Eagle, and Dean Blandino from the NFL on Fox. We're back with an all-new one next Saturday, same time, right here on Sports and Such. Bye.